Whether it's introducing an iconic character, creating a mind-blowing battle, or surprising fans with the unexpected, first impressions are key to a successful superhero cinematic universe. With that in mind, let's take a look at some of the genre's greatest opening scenes. Batman. These days, Batman is everywhere, but in 1989, comic book fans were still waiting for The Dark Knight to take over the silver screen. They were also ready for something darker than TV's Batman, something that felt more like the comics written by Alan Moore and Frank Miller. Director Tim Burton was able to impress even the most die-hard fans with his gothic take on Gotham City in this opening scene, a city cloaked in darkness with buildings that looked like they'd been designed by a drunken Fritz Lang. Enter Batman. Two thugs, having recently mugged a family, are busy counting their ill-gotten cash when... But bullets can't stop Batman. And then we get to hear the most iconic superhero line of all time.
What are you? I'm Batman.
Just like that, a cinematic hero is born. Blade. Long before the MCU existed, there was 1998's Blade, the first successful Marvel movie. Directed by Stephen Norrington, the film's opening fight scene was hailed by critics as the best set piece in comic book history. A man is lured inside the world's nastiest nightclub by a beautiful woman, and we witness his revulsion as he realizes the ceiling is rigged with blood-spurting sprinklers. Then they start bearing fangs, and we realize this poor sap is about to become dinner. But before the feast begins, in comes a sword-wielding superhero, the half-human, half-vampire Blade, played by Wesley Snipes. He stakes, blasts, and cuts with an impressive array of weapons. This opening grabs your attention right off the bat. Spider-Man 2. What makes Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man so relatable is that underneath the costume, he's just an ordinary guy with ordinary problems. Directed by Sam Raimi, the film finds Peter Parker on the verge of losing his job at a pizza restaurant. With only 7.5 minutes to make a career-saving delivery, Peter changes into his Spidey suit.
He stole that guy's pizza!
Of course, Spider-Man can't help but rescue some kids from an oncoming truck, but he loses his job when he delivers the pizzas late. Being super isn't all it's cracked up to be, especially when you're broke, lonely, and tired of saving everyone but yourself. The Dark Knight. The opening to 2008's The Dark Knight is one of the all-time greats. Filmed on 70mm IMAX, Christopher Nolan's masterpiece begins with a creeping score that warns us something's up, just before a bunch of thugs wearing clown masks kick off an elaborate heist. They take over a bank, bantering about the Joker, their enigmatic boss. As they work, they pick each other off one by one until there's only one thug standing. Before he can get away, an injured mob enforcer asks him,
"Honor, respect. Look at you. What do you believe in, huh?"
That's when the clown pulls off his mask to reveal the horrific face of the Joker. The clown prince of crime has been there the whole time. As he prepares to make his getaway, he delivers his chilling credo.
I believe whatever doesn't kill you simply makes you stranger.
Watchmen. Say what you want about the movie as a whole, but there's no denying that the opening to Zack Snyder's Watchmen perfectly captures the bloody beatdown of Alan Moore's graphic novel. We open on the comedian, a so-called superhero who's done more dirty deeds than daring do. The grizzled nihilist is alone, contemplating life's many sick jokes, when a mysterious opponent storms into the room.
Just a matter of time, I suppose.
As the shadowy assassin beats the comedian into oblivion, Snyder employs his trademark slow-mo. The entire fight is underscored by Nat King Cole's Unforgettable, and as the comedian is tossed out the window, we're left with an opening no superhero fan will ever forget. Deadpool. We all know that Deadpool doesn't play by the rules, and neither does the opening of his R-rated blockbuster. Who would have thought that a movie about a deformed mutant assassin would open with Juice Newton's Angel of the Morning? The song plays as the camera winds through a suspended tableau of destruction, while the hilarious credits tell us to watch out for God's perfect idiot, a hot chick, and a British villain. Of course, the awesomeness doesn't stop there. Immediately after the credits, we see the Merc with a mouth, perched on an overpass, jamming to Shoop. Deadpool breaks the fourth wall to say hello to the audience.
Oh, hello.
Before jumping off the overpass and landing in an SUV full of villains. We get to watch the slow-mo credits play out in real time, gory and hysterically over the top. It sets the perfect tone for the madness to follow.
Did I leave the stove on?
Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2. When your 2017 movie starts with a 1980s Kurt Russell, you know you're doing something right. Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2 opens with Ego, the living planet, and Meredith Quill cruising down back roads of Missouri. We're caught up in the romance of it all, not to mention the amazing digital work done to Russell's face. The lazy afternoon doesn't last long, though.
Showtime, a-holes!
34 years into the future, everyone's favorite a-holes are preparing for battle and, as you can expect, bickering.
My nipples hurt! Oh, goodness me!
When an oversized space squid comes tearing out of the sky, the ensuing fight is accompanied by Electric Light Orchestra blasting on the stereo. Baby Groot dancing to ELO is possibly the most adorable scene in the entire Marvel Cinematic Universe. One that took 2 whole years of planning. Really, the only thing better than watching Baby Groot boogie is watching director James Gunn choreograph all the dance moves. Thanks for watching. Click the looper icon to subscribe to our YouTube channel, plus check out all this cool stuff we know you'll love too.